So yesterday I made a video about Tim Pool going absolutely off on Candace Owens because Candace Owens lied about Tim Pool. And I mentioned in the very beginning of like the video before we got onto the juicier stuff of Tim Pool raging on Candy and pretty much swearing up a storm as well. And then Candace's response, I mentioned that someone, it was to do with, I think, Project Constitution, that dingbat. He shared a video of someone calling up a sheriff's department and saying that Tim Pool essentially lied about calling in someone shooting up his compound. And turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that Project Constitution and the dingbat that he shared, they were lying. And Candace Owens was also lying about how Tim Pool's own brother that works for Tim Pool tried to kill Tim Pool. Why do people take that woman seriously? I'll never know. I'll never know. But I wanted to correct the record, and that's why we're making this video today, to get the truth out there, because it appears that Cam Higby, a proper journalist, called the right sheriff's department, who confirmed that someone, a third party that's part of Tim Pool's organization, called the sheriff's department to report that, hey, someone shot up and is investigating the shooting that happened on the weekend at Tim Pool's place. So Tim Pool wasn't making it up, is effectively what I'm saying. And anyway, this is what Tim Pool had to say about the whole situation. Have a watch. Hey, everyone, real quick. I just want to let you all know of my brand new business called Kept Natural and my first ever product, Kept Naturals After Sun Care Gel. It's available right now. The link is available in the show description. It's a brand new, first of its kind, all natural and organic After Sun Care Gel. You can use it before, during, and after, and it helps assist your skin in feeling the best it's ever been. And also when it comes to being in the sun or even just having dry skin, this is the product that you need and want. Believe you me, I developed it for people that are struggling with their skincare or just need an added boost of their skincare. And I also designed it specifically to help you guys feel absolutely incredible. Your skin will love you. So get it right now. Link is available in the show description. For the first 20 people that get their hands on this, shipping is free. It's for Australia only. I have to preface this by saying that Australia only at this time, and then hopefully it'll become international. So why wait, my friends? Get yours right now.
But guys, we got to jump to the next story because welcome to the drama. Welcome to the Candace show. So Candace Owens has claimed that I survived a shooting committed by my own brother. That's what she posted. And she's doing this because she knows she's intentionally misrepresenting the actual story. And she is lying because this is what she does. So let me just, here's a tweet from her. The shooting Tim Pool survived in December 2022 was committed by his brother, by the way. His brother was the one who fired the weapon on his property. He cannot deny this fact. I will tell you unequivocally right now, there was no shooting that I ever claimed to have survived where my brother fired a weapon. There is no circumstance where in any capacity my own brother tried to murder me or cause great bodily harm to me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll be careful because we're brothers and we fought when we were kids. But my brother has never tried to end my life or hurt me in any way, in any serious way. He punched me in the arm once, but come on. Candace is doing this because she is an insane person who lies. So I want to make sure I can say this very, very clearly. The shooting, she put it in quotes, okay? I never claimed there was a shooting in December of 2022. A shooting as if to imply someone came here to shoot. I never claimed I survived a shooting in December 2022. What actually happened? In December of 2022, I posted on X at our property where we were not present, intruders broke in and a staffer opened fire on these people. I never used the word survived, nor did I claim that my life was in danger or that there was a shooting. She is intentionally misrepresenting a tweet I made, which has resulted in people saying things like this. One of her followers, she didn't say he tried to shoot you. She said it was your brother who had run off from security after breaking into your place. If it wasn't Chris and he wasn't involved, just state that as a fact. Why twist what she said? Okay. My brother Chris never had to break onto the property. You know why? Because he has a key. We ask him to be here sometimes. There's no breaking in. In fact, he can tell the security to leave if he wants to, although I wouldn't recommend it. My brother is actually a manager at the company who does work here. This is an insane fabrication, an absolutely insane story. They've started posting photos of my brother, who's not a public figure. This is how insane it is right now with what Candace is doing. And the crazy thing to me is, well, you know what? I'm not going to say it's crazy. I was having a conversation with a prominent conservative personality. It'll be up to them to say if they want to, I was on the phone with them. They can mention it on their show if they want to talk about this, because I don't want to go into greater detail. But they were just saying she's burning out. I mean, it's one thing to talk about the Macrons in a way that can never be proven. Like Bridget Macron is a man. What's Bridget Macron going to do? Like drop trow on camera? Never going to happen. But she's gotten to the point where to one-up her narrative every day, it has to become increasingly crazier. So today, it's the U.S. military was involved. Like sooner or later, this is the joke we made 10 minutes ago, sooner or later, it's going to go back to like Charlie Kirk traveled from the future to end his own, like some ridiculous, insane narrative. Literally now, because I criticized her and she took issue with it and then made up lies about me, she has tweeted. She put these in quotes. I want to make sure this is very clear to everybody. The shooting, in quotes, I guess technically you can call it a shooting, fine, even though I reported intruders came in and a staff member opened fire on them, that I, quote, survived. I never said that word. I never said it in this context. That is not a real quote. And if you want to make the argument that she's using air quotes as it's meant to represent air quotes, it would imply that I'm dead. So I'm not dead. So survived in quotes makes no sense. I never said that word, never used it in reference to this. In December 22, was committed by my brother. She is outright saying there was a shooting that I claimed, I quote, survived, that my brother committed. This is psychotic. It is beyond defamation. It is absolutely unhinged and vile and evil to claim my own brother would do anything like this. And it's absolutely, absolutely false. She is an evil person. Now, what I can say is we do have this video. Probably shouldn't play it, but I'm going to play it for you. Some guy called the wrong sheriff's department and then asked them whether or not there was a shooting reported, to which they said no. And he says, that proves it, Tim's lying. The only problem is he called some random sheriff's department. Cam Higbee called the correct sheriff's department and they confirmed it. And so I'm going to play the video for you and you can hear it straight from Cam Higbee. Cam Higbee, he censors pertinent details. And so I respect him for doing that. And here's the clip from Cam.
Sheriff's office. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Sheriff's office.
No worries. Hi, this is Cameron Higbee. I just wanted to call and verify receipt of a report that should have been filed with you guys, or an incident.
Okay. Do you have the incident number?
No, I have the name of the person and the incident. So there was a shooting in Tim Pool's compound, and I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of that. It would have been last night, so it would have been the night of 12/5. It might have been reported the following morning.
Thank you for holding. I'm so sorry.
Yep, no worries. That's totally okay.
Yeah, we just got bombarded with an issue here, so.
I totally get it. No, you guys have more important things to do, I'm sure.
Okay, so it says here it was a third-party caller that called it in.
Okay. And what road did you say that was?
Oh.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Just want to check if that would be the right road. So it's a third-party caller, and was it that incident I described where somebody drove up and kind of just shot at the place?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Well, I'm glad that's on your guys' radar, and that was in, right?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you so much for verifying that. I appreciate it a lot.
The funny thing is, Cam has confirmed report independently. I have not talked to him about this, and they're now claiming still that it didn't happen. This is how insane these people are. So let me just make sure it's very, very clear for everybody. This is also distressing. The fact that people are calling local police departments all over the place and trying to figure out where we live, and that the police would be like, yup, Here's all the information you're requesting. It's kind of crazy they do, but at the very bare minimum, Cam, verify this. Here's what I love. So some guy calls the wrong department, and they're like, we got no reports of that. And then all of these Candace tards are like, whoa, Tim lied. Cam Higbee calls the correct department, and they go, yep, we've got confirmation of that shooting at Tim Pool's property. And I think they actually said shot at the property. And now they're going, how do we even know it's real? How do we even know this is the real phone call? Prove it.
That's typical of conspiracy theories, though. It doesn't matter what information you present or what evidence you present. It's always looked at as, oh, this confirms. There's always more questions that they're going to ask because they already believe one narrative, and nothing that you present will ever change their mind.
So this is the main reason why I highlight these things. At what point do the people who follow Candace go, well, she must have been lying?
She's an insane person who lies, or she just loves. She gets satisfaction, and she enjoys watching this all unfold. She enjoys people talking about her. She enjoys people raging on her because they're sick and tired of her bull. There's that side of things as well, which is exactly what psychopaths do, by the way. Someone that is a clear narcissistic psychopath is they're cousins, right? They both work hand in hand with one another. The narcissist that is proud loves people talking about them and can't get enough of it. It boosts the narcissism, it boosts the ego. And the psychopath side of things continues to make up all the accusations because, well, I'm getting a massive thrill about this, and the more dangerous I can go, the better it will be. Psychopathy, narcissism, hand in hand. And if you guys can't see that, I'm pretty sure many of you can, and thank God for that. But a vast majority of people still leave comments on my videos that I'm going, I am praying that God will open up your eyes and you seek help. Because only God can do that, man. But it's what Candace does. She lies to get attention. People latch onto it. And people are constantly having to defend themselves for some reason, for the lies and the insinuations that she's making, because you know what? We can't help ourselves. When you're trying to do a character assassination and you're in this space, you've got to actually let people know, because truth has got to get out there. Otherwise, lies spread and vulnerable minds see it and they believe a lie, and then they'll do crazy things like try and shoot up your place. So having a Tim Pool, what's to say it's not going to happen to someone else, God forbid. But that's what the kind of evil we're dealing with, man. The level of unhinged behavior, as Tim was talking about, is just next level. Like you constantly having to, day after day, one up the crazy thing you said the day earlier. It's like, what's the next thing that I can come up with? It's almost like she's going to ChatGPT and asking it, hey, ChatGPT, this is the things that I've said already. What's something that I can add on to this? And ChatGPT in today's day and age, it's like, here you go. It's like you don't have to really be creative nowadays. ChatGPT will create it all for you. And even the mummy slews of the internet will come to her aid in the tips at CandaceOwens.com line, or more tips. So you got tips and you got more tips. What's next after that? More and more tips? Or not enough tips? Give me more tips. Like, the behavior of this woman deserves to be studied. It's that crazy. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. I've seen some pretty crazy people, but mate, this is something else. It really is. And then to have Tim Pool say that it's beyond defamation, I hope and I pray that he sues her. I hope someone has the balls to actually sue her and end her career. Because what does the Bible say? Pride comes before a fall. I'm waiting for that to happen. You want to stoke the fires, as it were, and make these crazy accusations and seem like you're happy about it all, you're enjoying it way too much. Well, guess what happens when pride falls? Be something else, isn't it? So anyway, I'm glad that Tim set the record straight, and I hope that he actually does sue her into oblivion, because that would be something, wouldn't it? Perhaps I shouldn't wish for her destruction. Probably not the Christian thing to do, but I just pray for justice. That's probably what I should be praying for the most, right? Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, you blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.